What up, YouTube? Roblox 1963 here. AR build. Pretty much this is all the parts for my lure. Just pretty much got everything in today. The last piece that I needed to complete my lure came in today. I ordered from different companies to get the best deals, and Slick Guns pretty much sent me in the right direction. If you're looking for coupons for different places and different prices, go to slickguns.com. They'll get you right. I got different shit from different places. Like I said, this right here, BCM gunfighter with the Mod 4 charging handle. That's the medium. That is the medium latch. I got that from my local gun store, Adco, and that I paid. I have to, even though it was 48. You can still see that it says 48. Even though it was 48 bucks, I mean, I seen it online for as low as 37. You still got to support your local gun shops. So I mean, I've been a stalwart in that store for a long time. He pretty much got me into shooting and everything resorting to ARs. I mean, I learned from him. So you gotta buy stuff from your people. So another thing is this I got from BCM, the BCM QD end plate. I bought that from Bravo Company. I got that straight from the horse's mouth. I got the gray. This is the stealth gray, the mode trigger guard. It's another thing I got. And I got the Battle Arms ambidextrous safety selector. This, I heard many good things about it, and this is my first time using a ambidextrous safety selector on the AR. This is the lower parts kit that I got from Red Barn Armory. Red Barn Armory, I'm saying one thing about them. That is the only place that I've seen, or have the site that I have visited, where you can pretty much customize your lower parts kit. It's from the safety selector to the pivot pin, the pivot and takedown pin, to the trigger. You can pretty much customize what you want. You can even leave stuff out. So basically, I got the ambidextrous safety selector, the lower parts kit, the rest of the parts. I got the takedown and pivot pin, which is right here. Enhanced pivot and takedown pin set that I got for the AR. I got these things right here for 57 bucks. Might have been 60, I don't know. And I didn't get a trigger because I didn't know. I didn't really. It would have been more cost effective if I would have got the trigger with these, but at the time I didn't think it was feasible for me to do so. But you know, it is what it is. I didn't get a trigger, and instead of getting a trigger that I knew I was going to change out, basically I just got these anyway. So another thing is the Battle Arms magazine release that came with it too. This is the buffer spring that I got, and this right here is the Mo SL stock from Magpul. This is pretty much one of their new products. It's in the stealth gray. As you can see, the color scheme for my new AR is going to be gray, and I freaking love this thing. I love the way it looks. The locking mechanism is different from the other ones. Basically, you push that up and you let it go when you find the slot for the stock, and it will not move because it has, I don't know if you can see in there, you probably can't, but it has a whatever the I think it's like a spring or something that latches on to the buffer tube, and the stock doesn't go anywhere. Got the buffer tube assembly from this is actually from Bravo Company. These came with each other, and the reason why I went with Bravo Company over Spikes Tactical, my last AR build, if you go back into my builds or whatever, my last AR build, the lower that I had, which I have recently sold, their buffer tubes are gray, not black, they're gray, and it kind of just threw everything off. And I checked with a lot of people who have Spikes Tactical buffer tubes, and they all say that theirs is gray. So I was just like, that's not something that I want. I want mine to be black. And so I went with Bravo Company. It was between Bravo Company and the Voltor A5 system, and just the Bravo Company, the basic, what they come with. And then, not to, long story short, I just went with the BCM. BCM is tried and true. I know Voltor is too, but I just felt like going with BCM since most of this was going to be a BCM build in the first place. The piece de resistance, this is not the last thing, but this is one of the most important things, is the Geissele ssa-e, as you can see right there. Now, on my other AR, I have a AOG ACT combat trigger, and I love that trigger. It's good, it's crisp, it's clean, but the things that I've heard about this, they saying pretty much you won't go back to any other trigger after you use this. And I mean, once I've heard that, and so many people have testified to the fact that those are great triggers, so I'm gonna test that out and see how that goes. With that BCM buffer tube, I did pick up the, I don't know if you can see that, the H2 buffer, because this will be a mid-length 14.5 inch build. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that'll run just fine. I have a T2, a Spikes Tactical buffer in my other AR, and that runs flawlessly, and that's a mid-length gas system as well. So that should run flawlessly. And what they all shall go in is my Spikes Tactical Spartan lower with the swords logo in there. Actually, it's a funny story. I was coming in from outside with my kids after I had picked this up, and coming up to the front door, and I had a gang of shit in my hand. And out of all the shit that I had in my hand, the one thing that falls out of my hand and hits the ground is this. Not the tennis shoes, not the or anything else that I had, the notebook, the book bag, or anything like that. What hit the ground was this. It got nicked up a little bit, but I kind of took care of it best I could. So there it is. I will say this. When I built my first AR, I was pretty much like putting whatever I heard people say they put in their AR in that AR, pretty much. So I basically just had a regular lower parts kit, a regular everything else. I did have a BCM upper. I did have I had the regular takedown pin, pivot pin. I had the regular. I had pretty much simple, not simple shit, but it was simple enough for me because I didn't know a lot at the time. I knew enough to pass a certain bar, but as time has gone on and I've studied and I've read and I've watched videos and I've gone through this and I've gone through that, I know a little bit more about ARs. And when I see these things, and I'm kind of shocked myself, because after I see the enhanced takedown pin, I see all these things. You don't necessarily need these things, but this type of stuff is should come together and pretty much be conducive to a great rifle. And I mean, I don't see any of these things failing, because I've heard great things about everything that I see on this mat. So again, this is Roblox 1963. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the encouraging words. I'm gonna keep the videos coming. The upper is coming soon, real soon, and I'm just happy to be able to do stuff that I love. And ARs, guns in general, our gun community is precious to me and to a whole lot of people. So when the government tries to tell you what they feel ammo you should be able to use and what you shouldn't be able to use because the ATF wants to do certain things, I'll say fuck them. Basically, I'm a grown-ass man. I've had guns for years. I have not killed, I have not shot at, I have not done anything dangerous to anybody, to any cop, to anyone. So leave my shit alone. So just leave it alone, and we'll get along fine. So again, this is Roblox 1963. Holla at your boy, comment, do what you need to do. Peace.